Hello, I'm Dr. Jody Reed. In this series, we explore the brain, behavior, and mental health. In this lecture, we will review the major dopaminergic pathways of the brain. Dopamine neurons are not located in just one area. They form distinct pathways that connect different regions of the brain, and each pathway has a different function. There are four major dopaminergic pathways: Mesolimbic, Mesocortical, Nigrostriatal, Tuberoinfundibular. We will begin with the Mesolimbic pathway. On the diagram, this pathway is shown using yellow dots. The first yellow dot marks the ventral tegmental area located in the midbrain. The second yellow dot marks the nucleus accumbens, which is part of the limbic system. A black line connects these two yellow points, showing the dopaminergic projection from the ventral tegmental area to the nucleus accumbens. This connection is called the Mesolimbic pathway. This pathway is involved in reward, motivation, and emotional behavior. When dopamine activity in this pathway becomes excessive, as shown here in thick black lines, it causes positive symptoms of psychosis, including hallucinations and delusions. Antipsychotic medications reduce dopamine activity, which causes reduced positive symptoms. This reduction helps improve positive symptoms. Next, we look at the mesocortical pathway. This pathway will be shown using red dots. Just like Mesolimbic pathway, it originates in the same area, VTA, ventral tegmental area, in the midbrain, shown here in a red dot. The other red dots mark the prefrontal cortex. A black line connects the red dots, showing the dopaminergic projection from the ventral tegmental area to the cortex. This is the mesocortical pathway. This pathway is involved in thinking, planning, emotional regulation, and motivation. In this pathway, problems often occur when dopamine activity is too low. Reduced dopamine in the mesocortical pathway, shown here with thinner backlights, has been associated with the negative symptoms of schizophrenia. These symptoms may include reduced emotional expression, lack of motivation, slowed thinking, and difficulty concentrating. This is important to understand. Schizophrenia does not involve too much dopamine everywhere. Some pathways may have increased activity, while others may have decreased activity. Now we will look at the nigrostriatal pathway. This pathway is shown using green dots. The first green dot marks the substantia nigra in the midbrain. The other green dots mark the striatum, which includes the caudate nucleus and the putamen. A black line connects these two green points, showing the dopaminergic projection from the substantia nigra to the striatum. This pathway is responsible for the control of movement. Normal dopamine activity in this pathway allows smooth and coordinated motion. Reduced dopamine in the nigrostriatal pathway, shown here in a thinner black line, leads to movement problems. Loss of dopamine neurons in this pathway is the cause of Parkinson's disease. Medications that block dopamine can also reduce activity in this pathway and produce movement side effects. These side effects are known as extrapyramidal symptoms. The fourth pathway is the tuberoinfundibular pathway. This pathway is shown using blue dots. The first blue dot marks the hypothalamus. The second blue dot marks the anterior pituitary gland. A black line connects these two blue points, showing the dopaminergic projection from the hypothalamus to the pituitary. In this pathway, dopamine regulates hormone release rather than behavior. Dopamine normally suppresses the release of prolactin. When dopamine activity decreases, which is shown here in the black connecting lines becoming thinner, the prolactin levels increase. High prolactin may cause hormonal side effects such as milk production, menstrual changes, or reduced fertility. This pathway explains why medications that block dopamine may produce endocrine side effects. We can now display all four pathways together. Yellow dots show the mesolimbic pathway. Red dots show the mesocortical pathway. Green dots show the nigrostriatal pathway. Blue dots show the tuberoinfundibular pathway. Each pair of colored dots is connected by a black line representing dopamine transmission. A thicker line means increased dopamine activity. A thinner line means decreased dopamine activity. Because each pathway has a different function, changes in dopamine can produce very different symptoms depending on which pathway is affected. In the next lectures, we will examine each of these dopaminergic pathways separately we will look more closely at their anatomy, their function, and their clinical significance. Understanding each pathway individually will make it easier to understand disorders such as schizophrenia, Parkinson's disease, and the effects of antipsychotic medications. If you're finding these lectures helpful, please like and subscribe to Read Matrix and share your thoughts or questions in the comments section.